Have you ever paused to consider what's lurking in your favorite foods and beverages? What if some of the things you consume daily are secretly sabotaging your bones, muscles, and overall health? It's easy to overlook the long-term consequences of what we eat, but the truth is that many of the most common foods we reach for could be putting us at risk for painful conditions like osteoporosis, joint discomfort, and leg pain, without us even realizing it. In this video, we'll uncover 10 foods and drinks that are quietly harming your body, particularly targeting your bones and legs. I'll break down exactly how these seemingly harmless choices are slowly weakening your bones, causing your muscles to feel more painful, and lowering your overall quality of life, often without you even noticing the gradual damage. Whether it's soda, refined sugar, or even processed meats, these everyday habits could be secretly setting you up for a future full of pain, fatigue, and reduced mobility. But don't worry. By the end of this video, you'll have simple and actionable steps to take today to safeguard your health. You'll uncover the surprising links between your diet and bone strength, discover healthier alternatives to protect your body, and hear the real-life story of someone who ignored these dangers until it was almost too late. So, if you're committed to your long-term health and want to feel stronger, more energized, and pain-free, stick with me until the end. You won't want to miss the eye-opening facts I'm about to share. If you're new to this channel or haven't subscribed yet, I highly recommend you do so and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Your support truly means the world to me, and if you found value in this video, please like and share it. Your help in spreading this important message is deeply appreciated. And if you're interested in the topic of today's video, please comment 1 below. If you feel I can improve in any way, don't hesitate to comment 0, and let me know how I can make my content even better for you. Now, let's dive in. Number 1. Processed and frozen meals. Frozen and processed foods are incredibly tempting for anyone with a busy lifestyle. Whether you're juggling work, family commitments, or just the daily hustle, it's easy to grab a quick meal or snack. But behind that convenience lies a hidden danger that directly impacts your bone and muscle health. These foods are often loaded with sodium, preservatives, and chemical additives that, when consumed in excess, block the absorption of essential nutrients like calcium. High sodium levels, in particular, force your body to excrete more calcium through urine, weakening your bones and contributing to conditions like osteoporosis. In addition, many processed and frozen foods contain unhealthy fats, such as trans fats and saturated fats, which trigger inflammation in the body. Over time, this chronic inflammation can lead to constant leg pain, mobility issues, and a persistent feeling of fatigue. Items like frozen lasagna, packaged snacks, and ready-to-eat meals might seem like an easy fix, but the toll they take on your health is steep, and the long-term consequences are often ignored. Now, imagine needing a cane to walk around or feeling pain when doing simple things, like playing with your grandchildren or taking a stroll around the block. Is it worth it? That was the exact question that Sarah, a 67-year-old retired schoolteacher, had to face. For years, Sarah relied on the convenience of frozen meals and quick, processed snacks. Even in retirement, her life remained hectic, helping her grandchildren, volunteering, and keeping busy with various activities. So, she often opted for the easy choices at the supermarket, thinking it would save her time and effort. At first, everything seemed fine. But over time, the subtle signs began to show. Fatigue that she initially blamed on aging, then persistent leg pain that eventually stopped her from taking her morning walks. The wake-up call came one afternoon when Sarah tripped stepping off a curb and fractured her hip. The diagnosis was a harsh reality check. Her bones were weak, nearing osteoporosis, and years of poor eating habits and reliance on processed foods had taken their toll. Sarah faced months of physical therapy and a complete dietary overhaul as she worked to rebuild her strength. Today, Sarah is not only a success story, but also a powerful warning. Swapping out frozen meals for fresh ingredients, using natural seasonings, and embracing home-cooked meals was a big change, but it has completely transformed her life. It's a process that took time, effort, and commitment. But now, Sarah is more active, pain-free, and stronger than ever. The lesson here is clear. What you eat today will shape your future health, and small changes can lead to big improvements. Number 2. Alcohol. Social drinking might seem harmless, but what many people don't realize is how it can negatively affect your bone and muscle health. Drinking regularly, even in small amounts, can interfere with the production of vitamin D, a crucial nutrient your body needs to absorb calcium. Without adequate vitamin D, your bones are unable to absorb the calcium they need, leaving them weak, fragile, and prone to osteoporosis. This makes your bones more vulnerable to fractures, and over time, it can lead to painful leg discomfort. Alcohol also impacts your blood circulation, slowing down the delivery of essential nutrients to your muscles and bones. This poor circulation can leave your legs feeling heavy, sore, and achy, especially after a long, busy day. The effects don't stop there. Heavy drinking is also linked to chronic inflammation, which can exacerbate joint pain and muscle discomfort. But perhaps the biggest risk of all is the impact alcohol has on your balance and coordination. For anyone already struggling with weak bones, this becomes an even greater danger. Falls and injuries become much more likely. Instead of reaching for that glass of wine or beer, consider swapping alcohol for healthier options. Low-sugar fruit juices or sparkling water with lemon not only provide a refreshing alternative, but they are also much better for your body, especially when it comes to preserving bone strength and reducing leg pain. Your muscles, bones, and overall health will thank you for making the change. And now, you're about to hear a powerful real-life story about someone who ignored these red flags for years and ultimately paid the price for a diet packed with harmful foods and habits. Number 3. Too much caffeine. Starting your day with a cup of coffee or grabbing an energy drink to fight off fatigue might seem harmless. After all, who hasn't needed a little boost to get through the grind? But did you know that overdoing caffeine could be hurting your bones and legs more than you think? Caffeine, found not only in coffee but also in black tea, sodas, and energy drinks, can interfere with calcium absorption, which directly impacts your bone health. In large amounts, caffeine forces your body to flush out calcium through urine, leaving your bones weak and vulnerable. Over time, this seemingly innocent habit can make your bones brittle and more prone to fractures and osteoporosis. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. But the effects don't stop there. As you lose bone density, you might start experiencing persistent leg pain, making simple activities like walking or climbing stairs difficult. And there's more. Caffeine can also trigger inflammation, especially if you already suffer from joint issues. If your legs feel heavier or sorer after a day packed with coffee or soda, it's not just your imagination. High caffeine intake can also lead to dehydration, making muscle fatigue and pain even worse. Cutting back on your caffeine consumption and switching to caffeine-free alternatives like herbal teas or natural infusions can make a huge difference in protecting your bones and alleviating leg pain. Your muscles and joints will feel the positive effects in no time. Now, you're just moments away from hearing the full story of someone who ignored these warnings and ended up regretting it deeply. Stay with me, you're not going to want to miss it. Number 4. Milk chocolate. Milk chocolate, who can resist it? It's one of those treats that people often consider a well-deserved reward at the end of the day. But have you ever stopped to think about what it might be doing to your bones and legs? As delicious as it is, eating too much milk chocolate can present risks that go far beyond just weight gain. It's loaded with sugar and oxalates, compounds that can prevent your body from absorbing calcium. Without sufficient calcium, your bones become fragile and much more prone to osteoporosis. But that's not the whole story. Milk chocolate also contains caffeine, which in excessive amounts can further increase calcium loss through urine, speeding up bone demineralization. So, indulging in that sweet temptation too often could quietly chip away at your bone health. The result? Higher risk of fractures, along with lingering leg and joint pain. And let's not forget the sugar. Sugar fuels inflammation throughout your body, making muscle and joint pain even worse. If you regularly experience leg discomfort, constant fatigue, or cramps, it might be time to reconsider that innocent chocolate bar with your afternoon coffee. Switching to dark chocolate, particularly varieties with 70% cocoa or higher, and consuming it in moderation could be a healthier alternative. Dark chocolate contains antioxidants that can benefit your body when enjoyed in the right amounts. The key here is moderation and choosing the right kind of chocolate for your health. Number 5. High-sodium foods. Salt is an essential kitchen staple, but when it's consumed in excess, it can become a silent enemy to your health. High-sodium foods, like fast food, frozen meals, packaged sauces, and even some breads, can be far more dangerous than they appear. When you consume too much sodium, your body starts flushing out more calcium through urine, which weakens your bones and increases the risk of osteoporosis. Think those random leg pains aren't a big deal? They may be linked to what's on your plate every day. Beyond damaging bone density, high sodium causes fluid retention and swelling, especially in your legs and feet. Over time, that swelling leads to a heavy, tired feeling that can drain your energy and hinder your mobility. Another concern is that too much salt can raise your blood pressure, which impacts circulation. Poor circulation prevents nutrients like calcium from reaching your bones and muscles properly, further weakening them. This doesn't just affect your bones, it can also cause cramps and muscle pain. What's even worse is that many foods that seem harmless are secretly loaded with sodium. Sodas, cookies, even processed juices can all contribute to this overload without you even realizing it. But there's good news. You can turn this around. By cutting back on salt and replacing it with natural seasonings like fresh herbs, lemon, or spices, you can make a huge difference in your health. Opting for low-sodium alternatives is a simple yet powerful choice. Not only will your bones benefit, but your legs will feel lighter, your energy levels will rise, and your mobility will improve. And now, stay tuned. You're about to hear the jaw-dropping story of someone who let sodium dominate their diet and faced serious health issues as a result. You won't want to miss it. Number 6. Processed meats. Who hasn't indulged in a quick ham sandwich, crispy bacon, or a hot dog sausage now and then? While these foods are undeniably popular, they're major culprits when it comes to bone health and leg pain. Processed meats are packed with sodium and preservatives, ingredients that speed up calcium loss through your kidneys. The more you consume these foods, the more calcium your body dumps, leaving you with less to help strengthen your bones. At first, calcium loss may seem like a distant concern, but the effects are felt daily. Weaker bones mean a higher risk of fractures, and conditions like osteoporosis can worsen with continued consumption of processed meats. On top of that, too much sodium leads to fluid retention, making your legs feel heavy and swollen. This can leave you feeling sluggish and uncomfortable, especially as it builds up over time. But that's not all. Processed meats also contain chemicals like nitrites and nitrates, which are used for preservation but can exacerbate inflammation in your body. Chronic inflammation is a major issue, especially for your joints. It can make leg discomfort even worse, turning simple activities like walking or bending down into a real struggle. What's more, the combination of high sodium and saturated fats in processed meats can have an even more dangerous effect. They clog up your blood circulation. This leads to the buildup of artery plaques, which can restrict the flow of nutrients like calcium to your bones and muscles. With less nutrient delivery, your body struggles to maintain bone strength and muscle health. Making the choice to limit or avoid processed meats can significantly benefit your health. Opting for lean, fresh protein sources and incorporating whole foods into your diet can reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and help maintain strong, healthy bones. Number 7. Refined carbs. That fresh bread at breakfast, pasta for lunch, or that afternoon pastry might seem harmless, but these seemingly innocent foods are hiding a big enemy for your bones and legs: refined carbohydrates. When these foods are processed, they lose essential fiber and nutrients, leaving behind simple carbs that are quickly converted into sugar in your bloodstream. This rapid glucose spike triggers a series of problems that go far beyond just weight gain. As your blood sugar levels shoot up, your body releases extra insulin to manage the surge. This hormonal reaction can cause inflammation throughout your body, mess with circulation, and directly impact your bone health. The excess insulin not only interferes with calcium absorption, which is crucial for bone strength, but it also leaves your bones brittle and more susceptible to osteoporosis. But the issues don't end there. The inflammation caused by high blood sugar can increase pain in your joints and leg muscles, making even simple activities like climbing stairs or taking a walk a struggle. Have you ever noticed feeling unusually tired or heavy-legged after a meal full of white bread, pasta, or pastries? That's because, on top of inflammation, these foods cause a sharp energy crash right after the sugar spike. The result? Fatigue, muscle weakness, and in more severe cases, leg cramps. To avoid these effects and protect your bone and muscle health, it's a good idea to swap refined carbs for whole grains and fiber-rich options. Brown rice, quinoa, and whole wheat bread are excellent alternatives that provide steady energy without the rapid blood sugar spike. By making small adjustments like these, you can significantly improve your overall health and keep your bones and muscles strong for years to come. Number 8. Fried and processed foods. Who doesn't love crispy fries, a warm pastry, or that irresistible snack? These foods are undeniably tasty and convenient, but they come with hidden dangers that can directly harm your bone and muscle health. Fried and processed foods are packed with trans fats and saturated fats, ingredients that trigger inflammation in the body and block the absorption of essential nutrients like calcium. This combination leads to weaker bones and persistent leg pain. When you consume these foods regularly, your body begins to accumulate toxins that slow down your digestive system and impair blood circulation. Poor circulation means that the vital nutrients your bones and muscles need take longer to reach their destination, contributing to that tired, achy feeling in your legs, especially after a long workday or even a light walk. These foods are also often loaded with sodium and preservatives, which can cause fluid retention and raise blood pressure. This doesn't just lead to swelling in your legs and feet, it also wears down your joints over time. The long-term effects of this wear and tear are significant, contributing to bone loss and setting the stage for osteoporosis. But there's good news. Making the switch from fried and processed foods to healthier cooking methods like baking or steaming can make a world of difference. While the taste might take a little getting used to, your body and your bones will thank you in the long run. By reducing inflammation, improving circulation, and giving your joints and bones the nourishment they need, you'll be investing in your health and vitality for years to come. Number 9. Refined sugar. Refined sugar is hiding in countless everyday foods, cakes, candies, sodas, and even things you wouldn't expect, like pre-made sauces and processed snacks. But have you ever stopped to think about the damage this sweet villain is doing to your bones and legs? Consuming too much sugar is one of the biggest contributors to inflammation in your body, which can significantly increase joint and muscle pain. It's no surprise that many people feel stiffer and more uncomfortable in their legs after indulging in sugary foods. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. But the issues don't end there. Sugar also interferes with calcium absorption, which is vital for maintaining strong and healthy bones. Think of calcium as the bricks that build your bone structure. Without enough of it, your bones become fragile and osteoporosis becomes a very real threat. Worse yet, consuming too much sugar forces your body to flush out more calcium through urine, making the problem even more severe. Another major concern is how sugar disrupts your hormones and insulin production. Elevated insulin levels trigger a chain reaction that damages bone health, leaving your bones weaker and your legs feeling sore and tired. If you've ever woken up with unexplained aching legs or experienced pain after a day of eating sugary foods, it might be time to reconsider what you're putting in your body. Swapping processed sweets for fresh fruit or no added sugar options could be a powerful first step toward better bone health. But why is it so hard to resist sugar? Research shows that sugar lights up the brain's reward centers, creating an addictive cycle. This explains why, even when people know the risks, they continue to indulge. The problem is that this indulgence could cost you greatly down the road, both in terms of your health and your quality of life. Number 10. Soda. When you think of something refreshing, soda might be the first drink that comes to mind. But have you ever stopped to think about the long-term impact this seemingly harmless beverage can have on your bones and legs? Soda is a hidden health trap, especially for anyone aiming to maintain strong bones and pain-free muscles. It contains phosphoric acid, a compound that, when consumed in excess, directly interferes with calcium absorption, the essential mineral needed to keep your bones strong. Without enough calcium, your bones become brittle, which increases the risk of osteoporosis and fractures. But that's not all. Another major culprit in soda is sugar. Did you know that a single can of soda can contain up to 10 teaspoons of sugar? This overload doesn't just add extra calories. It also triggers inflammation throughout your body, particularly in your joints and leg muscles. No wonder so many people report feeling more pain after regularly drinking soda. And the worst part? Drinking soda constantly doesn't just block your body from absorbing calcium. It also flushes out the calcium that's already stored in your bones. The result? Weaker bones that are more prone to breaks and other complications. Have you ever thought about how this could impact your quality of life in the long run? If you're concerned about your bone health and mobility, it's time to reconsider that soda habit. Swapping soda for healthier options like lemon water or natural fruit juices can be a small change that has a massive positive impact on your overall health. Not only will you protect your bones, but you'll also help reduce joint pain and inflammation, making your legs feel lighter and more energized. So, there you have it, 10 everyday foods and drinks that might be silently sabotaging your bone and muscle health. From processed meals to refined sugar, these choices could be affecting your bones, muscles, and overall well-being more than you realize. But the good news is, you now know to make smarter, healthier choices for yourself. What have you learned so far? Is there one thing in this video that you're going to start changing in your daily routine? I'd love to hear from you. Comment below and let me know one thing you've learned and plan to practice in your life moving forward. Your feedback is so important to me. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your support helps us keep bringing you more valuable tips and information to help you live a healthier and happier life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.